name is Thomas and welcome to Brimbank Libraries Life Skills video series. Today I'm joined by Christian from the Good Shepherd and we're here to talk about money basics. What are some things I should know or look at before setting up my own bank account?
Well, Thomas, in regards to opening a bank account, there are a few considerations that you've got to take into account. First of all, what fees are associated with the bank account? Is there a minimum balance you've got to have with your bank account? Access to your bank account, do you have internet access? ATMs as well. If you need more information in regards to bank accounts, I would suggest you go to your local bank and find out whether they've got more information. Otherwise, you can go to the CanStar website and you can actually compare different kind of bank accounts there. If you need more information trying to decide what kind of bank account you require, just go to the Money Smart website and there's more information in regards to how to choose a bank account.
Why do I need a tax file number and how do I get one?
Well, you need a tax file number just to make sure you don't pay more tax than that's what's necessary. Tax is what the government uses to pay for the roads and the infrastructure, things as hospitals as well. And when you get your first job, everyone's got to pay tax. If you don't have a tax file number, you'll be paying the maximum rate of tax. So having a tax file number makes sure that you pay the right amount of tax, and that's done at the end of the year with your tax return as well. To get a tax file number, it's quite simple. All you got to do is go to the local post office, and they'll have application forms. Otherwise, you can do that online. Go to the ato.gov.au website, the government website, and you can order your tax file number online. Once you get your tax file number, it's a one number used for the rest of your life, and that's all you got to do.
I got my first job and I do not know whether I'm getting paid fairly.
Well, look, Thomas, if you don't know whether you're getting paid fairly or not, there's a thing called the award, which is done by the Fair Work Australia, and there's always workplace agreements. So the award makes sure that, depending on what industry you work in, the award makes is what they call the minimum wage. If you don't know what the award is, you can always go to Fair Work Australia and find out. Otherwise, just ask the manager, your manager or your work colleagues. There's also workplace agreements. So that's something that some organisations and companies have got. But the workplace agreements usually pays more than what the award is, never pays less. But if you're not sure, so speak to your manager where you work at. Otherwise, you can get more information at the Fair Work website.
I got my first job and I was told I needed a superannuation account. What is this?
Well, a superannuation account is an account that where your employer contributes some funds into your accounts, and that money is left in that special account, your superannuation account, until you retire. That's like your retirement fund. In regards to getting a superannuation account, usually the employers can recommend you to someone. But like I mentioned before, you can go to organisations like CanStar website and find out who can provide you the best public superannuation. If you're not sure about superannuation, I do recommend go to the Money Smart website. There's a lot of great information in regards to opening a superannuation account, and there's a lot of factors that could be taken into consideration.
I need to get my car fixed and need money for repairs. What should I look for when trying to get a loan?
Well, I think what's most important when you're trying to get a loan, it's all the fees and charges and rates and late payment fees that you've got to pay for. There are a variety of amounts of different products out there that can give you credit. Some charge interest, some charge no interest, and some charge very high fees. For example, if you get a bank loan, a personal loan to fix your car, they might charge between 10 to 15%, and you make fortnightly payments or monthly payments. But then you might go to a place like a payday lender. Some of them don't charge interest, but they do charge very high establishment fees and monthly costs. So for example, a payday lender might lend you $1,000 over a 9-month period, and what that equates to, they might charge you 20% establishment fee, so that equates to $200, and they charge you probably 4% per month to maintain that account. So that 4% is $40. So if you $40 per month, multiply that by the 9 months, that's $360. So now you've got a loan for $1,000, you've paid $200 establishment fee plus $360 monthly fee. So at the end, you're going to end up paying $1,560. So even though there's no interest, there are a lot of quite high fees. Be aware, if you do receive centrelink payments, you can get an advance payment and they won't charge interest. And there's an organisation like the Good Shepherd that provide news loans, which is a no interest loan scheme. They're loans for up to $1,500 and they don't charge interest. So that's something you can look into. But I do recommend as well, go to the Money Smart website, they can provide you more information.
What should I consider when buying a mobile phone?
I think the main consideration when buying a mobile phone is whether you buy it outright or whether you buy it off a plan. Buying it outright might be a cheaper option if you've got the funds. And like I mentioned before, if you haven't got the funds, maybe try and get an advance payment or family and friends, or you might have some money in savings, or maybe you save up for it. If you do get one, which is the plan, and you've got to pay for the phone and the usage, it might become quite expensive. So those plans are usually from 12 months to 36 months. What you have to consider is what happens if I lose my job or I can't pay the phone within that period. And then what happens is that if you don't pay your phone, you end up with a bad credit record. And you still got to pay that debt in the future. And you might be paying way more over than what you should. So if you can, try to buy a phone outright and then go for a prepaid plan. And it makes it much simpler, much easier, and it gives you more options and you're not stuck with that plan. It's not uncommon when people get a plan, maybe for 36 months, and the phone breaks after 12 months. Even though they haven't got a phone, they've got to pay for it. So keep your options open, see what's better and what's not. And like I mentioned before, the Money Smart website is fantastic and they've got a lot of information in regards to buying mobile phones.
If I get into any debt problems, is there anyone who can assist me?
Look, there's a lot of assistance and there's a lot of people that can help you in regards to all the things we talked about today. But I would highly recommend speaking to a financial counsellor. If you don't know how to contact a financial counsellor, just go to the National Debt Helpline website, which is ndh.org.au. Their phone number is 1800 007 007. They've got financial counsellors on the phone, and with any problem you've got with finances, speak to them. And if you rung the wrong number, they can tell you where they find the appropriate assistance. But always recommend speak to a financial counsellor and don't let the problem for too long.
Thanks for joining us for Brimbank Libraries Life Skills video series. Be sure to check out the other episodes on our Brimbank Libraries YouTube channel. Thank you.